This is Ian Hamilton on the 10th of July. I'm down at the Syngenta Dorset winter wheat demonstration and trial site. In front of you, you can see the variety screen that we have. To the right of the tram line, the varieties have not received a fungicide but have had a growth regulator. To the left of the tram line, the varieties have all received a full 4-spray fungicide program as well as growth regulator. And then in the middle you can see down the tram line neither fungicide nor growth regulator have been applied. And interestingly, the difference in height on the varieties with and without growth regulator ranges from less than 5 centimetres to more than 15 centimetres. So some varieties clearly more responsive than others. Since we were last here 2 weeks ago, things have moved on quite a bit. The crops are starting to senesce. There are differences clearly between maturity of the varieties now, but also there are some fungicide differences. So we'll just pick 1 or 2 varieties to show some differences between treated and untreated. Firstly, a variety easy to see, this is Crusoe. We're looking here at the untreated crop, and you can see here not a lot of green leaf area at all. That's completely senesced now. There was quite a bit of brown rust coming in here. If I go to the other side, you can immediately see more green leaf where a fungicide was applied. More green leaf there, and good control of the brown rust from the program, which included Alatus Era plus Folpet at T2. The taller variety here, much taller, is X-Days. This is generally a cleaner variety, and indeed if you look in the untreated, we have still got more green leaf. It's a later variety. The leaves are starting to senesce, and then if we look across the other side at the fungicide treated, we have still got more green leaf area. So I'd still expect a notable yield response even on this low disease risk variety. Next variety just to have a quick look at is the hard group 4 variety Gleam, one of the Syngenta varieties. Firstly the untreated. Again, there's a bit of green leaf still left here. This was carrying a low level of septoria and a little bit of rust earlier on. And if we go across and have a look at the treated side, again it's starting to senesce here, leaves going off, but we have got a lot more green leaf area where the fungicide's been applied. So again, we should get a decent fungicide response here. This variety here is Kinetic, another group 4 hard. The reason we're looking at this one is this variety on this site was actually carrying very high levels of yellow rust early. It's not something we would normally expect down here. And you can see on the untreated we've got virtually complete defoliation. It's a combination of high yellow rust pressure and this general senescence. But if we go over to the other side, to the treated, you can see hopefully we're still retaining a decent amount of green leaf. We control the yellow rust very well, and again that should provide us with a big yield response on this variety. Here we have the new Syngenta variety SY Inciter. You can see it's quite a tall variety untreated, but it did respond very well to the split growth regulator program that we applied to it. So it actually is not much taller than the other varieties treated. With no fungicide, you can see we're still retaining a bit of green leaf. This variety's got decent septoria resistance, but we are starting to see senescence there. If we go over to the other side, you can immediately see we've got much more green leaf area in here, and again we should see a decent fungicide response there, perhaps not as high as some of the other varieties. Finally here, Syngenta Candidate variety SY Clipper. This has a similar colour tint to Crusoe. Again, decent disease resistance, and if you look here we've still got a reasonable amount of green leaf in the untreated. And if we go across and have a look at the treated plot, you can see again we've got a large amount of green leaf area. So this variety is hanging on pretty well where it's had a good fungicide program. So all these plots will be taken to yield, and we will see what we get at the end of the day.